Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare congratulations. No more, what you call? What hand what? Sling. Hand sling.
What lah, but less sling.
Oh, good lah. That means recovering lah. Good sign.
Sitting, walking too long have to wear lah. Sitting is okay, resting.
Oh, okay, that's good lah.
Recovering.
That's good. That's good to hear. Thank you for coming, everybody, to today's Srimad Bagavatam class. Please repeat after me. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskritya. Naram Chayanarottamam.
Narottamam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Devim Saraswati Vyasam.
Dr. Jayamudiraya.
Tato Jayamudiraye.
Nastpresha Dareshu.
Asavrada Parneshu.
Nityam Bhagavata
Nityam
Seveya.
Bhagavatam Seveya.
Bhagavate Uttama Sloke.
Bhagavate Uttama Sloke.
Bhaktir Bhavati Naistikihe.
Bhagavata Naistikihi.
Om Jnana Tinandasena. Surataya Chaksuramritanjana Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Stapatena Puttare Swayam Rupa Karamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Bhagavatam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagragatam Sagrana Raghunatam Tam Tam Sajivam Sarvetam Savrutam Varidana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Karam Chandana Lalita Sri Visakham Madhuscha Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dīnabandhu Jagatpate Gopi Gopi Kanthara Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusri Devi Pranamani Hari Priye Kalpadrumachaya Karpasindhi Devachaya Patinam Pamidevyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasari Gaurabhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Shri Krishna Hare Sri Jagadakrishna Nama Acharpitanitaya Tripurtani Gaurabhakta Mukam Karoti Manchano Pamla Shri Tripadam Mande Sri Guru Jina Dharanam Paramamadavam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram. Hare Krishna. Today we are reading from Srimad Bagavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 57, chapter entitled Satrajit Murdered and the Jewel Returned, text 15. Please repeat after me. Ya idam leelaya vishwam. Ya idam leelaya vishwam. Srajati avati hanticha. Srajati avanti hanticha. Chestam vishwas rajo yasya. Chestam vishwas rajo yasya. Na vidur mohita jaya. Na vidur mohita jaya. Ya idam leelaya vishwam. Srajanti avanti hanticha. Chestam vishwas rajo yasya. Na vidur mohita jaya. Ya idam leelaya vishwam. Srajanti avanti hanticha. Chestam vishwas rajo yasya. Na vidur mohita jaya. Ya idam leelaya vishwam. Srajanti avanti hanticha. Chestam vishwas rajo yasyam. Na vidur mohita jaya.
Ya idam leelaya vishwam.
Ya idam leelaya vishwam.
Srajati avanti hanticha.
Srajati avanti hanticha.
Chestam vishwas rajo yasya.
Chestam vishwas rajo yasya.
Na vidur mohita jaya.
Navidur Mohita Jaya. Yadam Lilaya Vishvam Srajanti Avanti Anticha Chestam Vishwas Rajo Yasya Navidur Mohita Jaya.
Yaidan Dilaya Vishwam.
Yadam Lilaya Vishvam
Srajati Avati Antica.
Srajanti Avanti Anticha
Chestam Vishwas
Chestam Vishwas
Vijayasya.
Rajo Yasya
Navidur Mohita Jaya.
Navidur Mohita Jaya. Translation purport by His Divine Grace. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Translation. It is the Supreme Lord who creates, maintains and destroys this universe simply as His pastime. The cosmic creator cannot even understand His purpose, bewildered as they are by His illusory Maya. Purport. The use of the singular Ya, He, Who, indicates that the frequent reference to the two Lords Krishna and Rama do not compromise the firm principle of monotheism expressed in Srimad Bagavatam. As explained in many Vedic literatures, the one Supreme Lord expands Himself into innumerable forms, yet He remains the one and Almighty God. For example, we have this statement in Brahma Samhita 533, Advaitam Adyutim Anandim Anantarupam. The one Supreme Lord is infallible and beginningless, and He expands Himself into innumerable manifested forms. Out of regard for the spirit of the Lord's pastime, in which He expands Himself and appears as His older brother Balaram, the Bhagavatam here refers to the two Lords, but the bottom line is that there is one Supreme Godhead, one Absolute Truth, who appears in His original form as Krishna. Right.
Hare Krishna.
So this chapter is a continuation from the previous chapter. This chapter is worthy of making into TV series. Very exciting, very exciting. So last few chapters we have heard how Krishna got Rukmani as his wife. We heard how Krishna got Satyabhama as his wife. We heard how Krishna got Jambavati as his wife. And today we are going to hear how the beginning stages of how the Shamataka jewel comes to Krishna. This chapter is probably one of the most difficult chapters, simply because this chapter makes you really want to question all our beliefs. What we believe Krishna consciousness is, what is our relation with Krishna is. Very tough. I'm having headache now actually because of this. 1 week I was thinking about this. I was thinking how to give class, So anyway, there was no help from any of the sannyasis and all the people giving class. So I will try my best to do some justice. Okay. So this story starts very excitingly. Okay. This chapter starts with Krishna hearing in Hastinapur that the Kunti Devi and the 5 Pandavas killed, they died. So immediately Krishna and Balaram decided to go to Hastinapur. So what actually happened here is Duryodhana and his cohorts put up a plan to kill the Pandavas and Queen Kunti by inviting them for a picnic. In that picnic, Duryodhana built a house made of lac. House made of lac means it's a house that easily can burn one. It's made out of some kind of like wood lac. So what happened here is in this pastime was Duryodhana wanted to invite the Pandavas and their mother to a picnic, and in that picnic they will stay in a house built specially for them, made out of this lac that is easily flammable. Duryodhana wanted to, in the middle of the night, while they were sleeping in that house of lac, burn that house and kill all of them. So what actually happened here is when this plot was in its formation stage, the protectors of the Pandavas, that is Bhishma Deva and Vidura, they had spies within the Duryodhana clan. They had spies. So Vidura found out that this was Duryodhana's plan to invite the Pandavas and put them in this house and burn them. So Vidura very intelligently communicated this to Yudhishthira by secret language. Only language they can understand. You can invent a language. So Vidura let Yudhishthira Maharaj know that Duryodhana planned to kill you in this house, in this picnic place. So what happened was, the Pandavas went, Queen Kunti also went for the picnic and they stayed in this place. So when they stayed in this house of black, Yudhishthira told Bhima, you build a secret escape from underground from this place. You just build. So Bhima, you know how, he just one hand like that, you build a tunnel. So the night when this spy of Duryodhana is supposed to light fire to the house, what happened was that night one tribal woman came with the 5 sons. This tribal woman approached Kunti Devi, telling her that we are traveling from one place to another place, we are very tired, can you please help us? So Kunti, being a very nice hostess, said, no problem, we got a nice place, you can come and stay there. So in this place, this house of black was built very intelligently that somehow or other you will end up in a certain area of this house, and when the house is on fire, you want to escape from this place, very difficult. And that was the master bedroom plan for this place. So Kunti Devi, not knowing this plan and all that, she doesn't know anything. Only Yudhishthira know, and Yudhishthira didn't even tell Bhima about this. Bhima just built the thing. Whatever the brothers say, I'll just do, finish. They all don't know. So Kunti Devi, being a nice hostess, she said, yes, no problem. We can come and you and your sons can come and sleep here. You can take our master bedroom. We will sleep outside on the floor, no problem. So that's what they did. So when the night time came, Duryodhana's spy came and light the fire to the house of black. The house quickly burned, quickly catch fire, and the Pandavas and Queen Kunti escaped because there was this tunnel. Okay, and when the house burnt, they saw there was six bodies there. So they assumed, the Pandavas died. So when Krishna and Balaram got this news, they know that real story. They also got spies. They also got their network. They know actually the Pandavas are still alive. But anyway, this one all is a game, is a plan. So Krishna and Balaram decided to go to Hastinapur to give condolences to the Kauravas. So they went to see Bhima, this grandfather Bhishma, they went to see Vidura, they went to see Dronacharya, they went to see Kripacharya, they went to see them and all that, and they got the news. Actually, no, they are alive. But anyway, this is all the plan of Dhritarashtra and his sons. So while Krishna and Balaram was in Hastinapur and this drama was going on, this acting was going on, in Dwarka there was a conspiracy. You know what's a conspiracy, right? You know, right? It's a secret plan among some people to do something illegal, something naughty or something against the law. That is a conspiracy. So in Dwarka, there was a conspiracy against Satyajit, the father of Satyabhama. Okay. So the reason why there was this conspiracy is because this Satyajit, he had lots of enemies. These enemies consist of people who, number one, who are devotees of Krishna. They were very hurt and disappointed by the way Satyajit behaved with Krishna, because Satyajit created a rumor that Krishna killed his brother and stole the Shamataka jewel. Okay? That is one thing, the devotees. And then there are others who are not devotees of Krishna, Kshatriya kings, who are also very angry with Satyajit, because Satyajit promised his daughter Satyabhama to every one of them. all the kings, they want Satyabhama as their daughter-in-law. So the Satyajit went to promise to all of them. So when Satyajit gave Satyabhama to Krishna, they were all, hey, how can this? So they were very unhappy. Yeah? And amongst this group of conspirators, among these people who are unhappy, was Akrur. Akrur also was part of this group, but his purpose of being unhappy is different. He's transcendental. He's a pure devotee. Okay. So anyway, let me just tell. I'll explain this towards the end. What happened was one of the conspirators was a personality by the name of Sadat Havan. Sadat Havan. This person, no, Sadat Havan, he also was promised Satyabhama. So they wanted to take revenge on Satyajit. So amongst some of the conspirators, they convinced this Sadat Havan to go and murder Satyajit and steal the Shamataka jewel. Because they know the Shamataka jewel is the most prized possession of Satyajit. His most prized possession. So that one night he went to the Satyajit's palace. In the dead of night, the maid servants all, they saw him. They started screaming. He did not care. He went into Satyajit's room and slaughtered him like an animal in a slaughterhouse and took the jewel. Slaughtered him. He died. So when Satyabhama heard about this, she went to see her father. She started crying like nobody's business. It's her one and only father. She started crying, cried and cried and cried and cried, and she said, I must let Krishna know this. I must let him know he's now in Hastinapur. So she said, put my father's body in oil to preserve the body. I do not know how long Krishna is going to be away. I've got to go to Hastinapur and tell Krishna. So Satyabhama went to Hastinapur, told Krishna. When Krishna got the news, he literally almost collapsed. He said, oh my Lord, what has happened? Ayyo pochida. He acted like. So in Srimad Bagavatam, they say this is a very bewildering sight. Why would Krishna be so grief-stricken? He has to laugh because he's got a wife.
Yeah.
Have to laugh. He has to do some acting. He couldn't be bothered about Satyajit, because he's a very envious person. He knows the reason why he came to give his daughter, because he wanted to keep the Shamataka jewel. He was such a personality. So anyway, this is his wife's father, his father-in-law. So he must do the needful. So he entered, oh my God, oh what a disaster, terrible thing, this, that, and thing. So after Satyabhama told Krishna and Balaram immediately left Hastinapur, came back to Dwarka. So when they came back to Dwarka, they found out that there was a conspiracy. Okay, there was a conspiracy amongst them, and they found out the murderer was this Satyabhama Prabhu. So when Satyabhama found out that Krishna and Balaram has come back, oh, my time's up already. My time's up already. So he immediately approached two personalities. Main two personalities. These are the two main devotees of Krishna. One is Akrur, another one is by the name of Kartavarma. Let me just check. Kartavarma. So this first thing Satyabhama approach was, he approached Kartavarma and asked me, please give me shelter. Please give me shelter. Kartavarma is a devotee of Krishna, but he is also part of the conspiracy. He immediately refused, and what he said, no. He said, I dare not offend the Supreme Lord Krishna and Balaram. Indeed, how can one who troubles them expect any good fortune? Kamsa and all his followers lost both their wealth and their lives because of enmity towards them. And after battling them 17 times, Jarasandha was left without even a chariot. So this was his reply. He said, no, I cannot help you. How can you escape? If Krishna Balaram wants to kill you, means nobody can save you. If Krishna Balaram wants to save you, nobody can kill you. Basically, that's what he says. He said, to go against Krishna Balaram is a stupid thing. Why did you commit the murder? We just wanted the jewel. So he had no choice. He was refused. So this Satyabhama went to Akrur. He went to Akrur, and Akrur said this verse here. Okay, it is the Supreme Lord who creates, maintains, and destroys this universe simply by his pastime. The cosmic creator cannot even understand his purpose, bewildered as they are by his illusory Maya. As a child of 7, Krishna uprooted the entire mountain and held it aloof as easily as a young boy picks up a mushroom. I offer my obeisances to the Supreme Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, whose every deed is amazing. He is the super soul, the unlimited source, and fixed center of all existence. So this was the reply from Akrura. He said, I cannot help you, I'm very sorry. So this Satyabhama got no choice. He had to run. So what he did was he got one celestial horse that could travel very, very fast. So he got on the horse and he just ran like nobody's business. When he started running, Krishna Balaram just came back from Hastinapur. They heard, oh, this Satyabhama is running away. Krishna Balaram both got onto a chariot with the flag of Garuda and chased after this celestial horse carrying this Satyabhama. So they were chasing. This horse traveled very, very fast until the horse died. In one place, a kingdom called Mithila. Okay. So when the horse died, the Satyabhama, no choice, he had to run on foot. He had to run on foot, and chasing behind him was who? Krishna and Balaram on chariot. So when Krishna saw that the Satyabhama is running on foot, Krishna got off the chariot and chased him on foot. To be fair, how you can run away from Krishna? Cannot run away. No point. You run. He chases you after foot or chariot. Same thing. So just like that, Krishna, while chasing him, threw the Sudarshan Chakra towards the Satyabhama and chopped off his head, and he died. So the moment the corpse of the Satyabhama was lying on the ground, Krishna immediately went and checked his body for the Shamataka jewel, and he found there was no jewel there. So Krishna told Balaram, he said, Balaram, we have wastedly killed this person because the jewel is not there. So Balaram said, oh, the jewel must be with somebody trusted, somebody he trusts. So Krishna said, okay, let's go back to Dwarka. Balaram said, no, you go back. I want to visit my good friend, this king of Mithila. He's a very good friend of my king of Kasi. Let me go and see him. I'll spend some time here. After that, I'll come back. Okay. So Krishna went back to Dwarka and informed the death of Satyabhama to his wife Satyabhama, just to make her happy. The person died already. The person who murdered your father, the person died. So when he came back, he told Satyabhama, he had a suspicion in his mind who could be having the Shamataka jewel. So just before the Satyabhama ran on the celestial horse, he left this jewel with Akrura, because he said this person can be trusted. He's a straightforward, straight as an arrow, a real Vaishnava. Don't know how to cheat on. So a straight person, you keep this. So Krishna suspected it was Akrura, but he can't just go and accuse, hey, well, you are, he's a devotee. So Krishna was very intelligent. He did his investigation. He found out there was rumor in Dwarka, the Makkal in Dwarka, they were saying that, oh, Dwarka is experiencing bad omen, typhoon and drought and all these kind of things. Why? Because Akrura has left Dwarka. When Krishna came back from killing Satyabhama, Kartavarma and Akrura left Dwarka. They left Dwarka, they actually ran away because they know, oh, we are implicated in this murder. See? They ran away. So when Akrura left Dwarka, the Makkal say, oh, we are experiencing difficulty, in weather and all that because Akrura left. Okay. So when Krishna heard this rumor, he said, these are very good point. So he sent message for Akrura, you please come back. You please come back. And he knows this Akrura will not do any kokamakon. My Lord called me, means I'll come finish, that's it. So Akrura came back. So Krishna, when he saw Akrura, he gave all respect, because he's his uncle. He gave all respects to him. He says, my dear uncle, please come. And he says, he says very respectfully, I respect you greatly. I really, have great regard for you. I know that the Shamataka jewel is with you. I know. Why? Because number one, you are very effulgent. Anybody possessing the jewel, they become very effulgent, no? But yet I noticed that this, because the Shamataka jewel every day will produce 170 pounds of gold, and I noticed that you were just giving in charity like nobody's business. This is the reason why wealth should be in the hand of a Vaishnava, because they know how to utilize it properly. They are not like this Satrajit, no. Simply collecting. Everybody, every day he count 1 gold coin, 2 gold coin. What we get benefit from all these? You counting coins all. You see, Akrur on the other hand, he was getting so much gold and he was giving in donation to Brahmanas, to Vaishnavas, to the Makkah, here, there, everywhere, just giving. And everybody was happy. So therefore he says, my dear Akrur, please, I want to see this jewel, this Shamataka jewel. Please show me. So when Akrur took out the jewel and showed him, he said, please allow me to show to my relations that I was not the one that stole this. I want to just show them that the jewel is in the right place, and Makkah will be satisfied. All the citizens of Dwarka will be satisfied. So he showed to everybody, and then Krishna took the jewel and gave it back to Akrur. He said, you keep this. Okay, you keep this. So this story ends here. So this story is very, very, very challenging, very difficult, is because the question is asked is, how can Akrur, being a pure devotee of Krishna, be involved in a conspiracy to murder someone? How can he? So this is actually very, very difficult question. It's difficult simply because it challenges our idea of what Krishna consciousness is. Because all of us, I do not know all of us, I know me, I know I am. My Krishna consciousness, I'm not very sincere. Sincere in the sense that I don't worship Krishna for the purpose of pleasing Krishna. I have some ulterior motives. You might not want to desire wealth or anything like that, but the idea that, oh, I must protect myself, Krishna, please protect me, or please save me from this, from that, minimum will have this desire in our heart. So this story puts that into question, because Akrur is a pure devotee, and somehow he was not protected. He got implicated in a murder. He was part of a conspiracy that resulted in murder. So the answer to this, why did Akrur entangle himself in a conspiracy to murder Satrajit? The answer for this actually came from Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. He explains that Akrur, when he was asked by Kansa to go and bring Krishna and Balaram from Vrindavan to Hastinapur, Akrur went to Vrindavan to bring Krishna and Balaram, and on the way, in the process of doing his duty, Akrur got cursed by the gopis. The gopis cursed him and said, your name is Akrur. Akrur means not cruel. They were saying, no, you are cruel. You're very cruel. Why? Because you're taking our Lord away from us, our Lord of our heart away from us. So the lesson here is that be very, very careful with who and how you behave with, especially with devotees. Pure devotees, they don't usually curse. It's not their nature to curse, Envious people are very easily they curse. But pure devotees, they don't curse. But when you get cursed, this is what will happen. So, this conspiracy to kill Satrajit was like death for Akrur. It's worse than death, actually. Because you have to understand, he's a Kshatriya. Kshatriya, for them, death is very glorious. In fighting the diamonds, they want that. They They look for that opportunity to die in a battle, in fight. In fight, when especially when the fight is not what they ask for, it comes to them. They want that. So the worst than this physical dying is to lose your reputation. Kuru was a Kshatriya and he lost his reputation. His name is now tarnished. Forever and ever, his name will be uttered whenever there's people want to try find fault with him. You see? They say, oh, you were part of that gang that killed Satyajit. You are a murderer. Forever and ever, his name is implicated. So for a Kshatriya, that is worse than death. So this is one thing. This is what Vishwanath Chakravarti says. And then the further explanation of this is that you see, when Satyajit was in Dwarka and he had so many enemies, there were many grades of enemies. There were some who were devotees of Krishna that did not like Satyajit because of his behavior. He started a rumor against Krishna. That was one thing. Then there were other kings who are not happy with Satyajit because he promised them his daughter, Satyabhama. Instead, he gave Satyabhama to Krishna. So that was another one. But there's another kind of, I wouldn't say enviousness, another kind of desire, I would say. And that is Akrur. Akrur, being a pure devotee of the Lord, by definition means what? Akrur is a pure devotee, means that he sees everything in relation to Krishna. He sees everything in relation to Krishna. There is nothing that is his. He will utilize everything for the pleasure of Krishna. He will use it for anything. Like you see, like when he had the Shamataka jewel, he was producing gold. He did not keep anything for himself. Every day he was giving donation gold. Brahmanas, Vaishnavas, all the poor people, the Makkal, everybody just giving. So that is his nature. So when he sold his Shamataka jewel, Akrur, he had only one thought in mind. This Shamataka jewel is so effulgent, it's so transcendental, it's so beautiful. It must be in the possession of that personality which is equally as effulgent, as beautiful, as precious as this. And that personality is Krishna. Akrur's desire was only to take that jewel and give to Krishna. So he saw a way in doing that by associating with this bunch of fellows that say, oh, we must do something with this Satyajit. Yeah, we must do something. He's thinking, what? No, steal the jewel, give to Krishna. Finish. He did not know that this crazy fellow, this Satyadavan, he's a crazy fellow. He's a super envious person. He's a crazy, out of whack person. In the dead of night, with witness. I mean, normal people see, they break into the house that there's some maid see you means you run away, right? Normal people would do that. Right? You try to do something wrong, somebody catch you means you try to run away. Right? If you run away means they catch you. So one day will punish you. You try to steal, you try to be a thief. You cannot. But this person is such a crazy person. People see him or people don't see him in the dead of night, went into the room, slaughtered our good friend here, stole the jewel. You see? So this one is actually very instructive because this is happening a lot in Kali Yuga. It's happening a lot. It doesn't matter where you are. It can be in business, it can be in society, it can be in temple, it can be in church, it can be in mosque, wherever. People usually come and join an association, whether it be a society or a business, because of some stated goal. Oh, our goal is so and so. So like Iskcon is like, we want to teach Bhakti Yoga. The greatest science of all, the science to perfect your human life. All right? People, I came here for that need. But within the organization, there are people who have different idea, different variations of idea. Just like this, in this conspiracy, there was Akrur who wanted the jewel just to give to Krishna. He was not thinking of I want to do something to somebody, nothing. He's very innocent. Pure devotees are like that. They're very innocent. They are very, very focused, very straight, like one straight line. They cannot turn left, cannot turn right. They're like that. Okay, and then you have Kartavarma. Kartavarma is a devotee of Krishna also. But Kartavarma, because of his bad association with Kamsa, he was Kamsa's servant also. Kamsa, because of association, he acquired some bad habits. And that bad habit is enviousness. That enviousness is shown when he saw how this Satyajit treated so badly his worshipable Lord Krishna. He became very envious. He said, oh, must take revenge. Oh, must do something, must steal a jewel from him. The most precious thing he loved so much is this jewel, must steal. So he had some bad, what do you call, bad emotions. Okay, and then of course you have those non-devotees of Krishna, those kings and those princes that were promised Satya Bhama in marriage. Their intention was different. They wanted to kill Satyajit because they felt Satyajit has insulted them. Kshatriya being Kshatriya, you insult their good names, they become very angry, So they will do drastic things like murder and all that. In Kali Yuga also a lot of this. People murder for the most insignificant thing, insult, small insult, people get stabbed and die. This is Kali Yuga. So in an organization, you will see there is these cliques. One clique. This clique is about this. That clique is about that. This clique is about this. And that one clique that is the most sincere, that trying to do do some good work, they will be up against all these kokamaka cliques that is preventing them from doing the right thing. You see. So this is actually very, very instructive to us, because I feel we face this everywhere, not only in society, even in family. Among brother, sister, father, mother, also same thing. We try to do the good thing for family, but somebody is envious of you, they will stop you. So now the question might come is what to do in such a situation, what to do? How do we protect ourselves from such a situation as Akrur is in now? How can we protect ourselves being implicated in something that we had nothing to do with? Just like, when I go out and preach, sometimes I'll come across some people, they will accuse me because I'm a Hare Krishna. Something happened in Hare Krishna, he will accuse me, you Hare Krishna fellows all, useless fellows, you all. It has nothing to do with me. I know who he's talking about, but that person, I got no connection to that person. That person did wrong. I don't know that person. I got nothing, but I get scolding. So how can we protect ourselves from this? So the quick and simple answer here, since we are running out of time, is Trinadabi Sunichena, Tarurabi Saishuna, Amanina Manadena, Kirtaniya Sadari. And this verse means that one must be more humble than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree, devoid of sense of false prestige, and ever ready to give respects to others. When you are fulfilling all these conditions, then only you can chant the holy name of God constantly. When you have the protection of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, no matter what kind of material circumstances difficulty you come in, Krishna will always protect you. Just like how in this story, Krishna knew this Akrur was part of this conspiracy, but he knows his heart. This is my pure devotee. This one, he is not guilty of the murder, but anyway, his reputation is spoiled. So he treated him very nicely. My dear Akrur, please come back. More important is Krishna. That is number one. Number two is in our dealing with people. When we deal with people, we don't know who is sincere, who is not sincere, who will help you, who will play politics behind your back. So the one and only thing that will protect you is this quality of being humble, tolerant, and giving respects to others. This will protect you. Why? Because only these qualities attract Krishna's attention. The ultimate protection in everything is Krishna. Whatever problems you may face in material life, please be assured these problems are temporary. These problems are temporary. and more important than these material problems is to be Krishna conscious, which is your eternal benefit. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 9, text 30, Krishna explains, even if a Vaishnava commits the most abominable sin, if he is situated in devotional service, he is situated correctly, and whatever sin that is in his heart will be washed away by this devotional service. Chapter 9, text 30 is a worthwhile reading, the translation and purport. Actually, I wanted to read that. There it explains in detail. There is conditional circumstances, there's constitutional circumstances. Conditional circumstances is our material world. We live in a country, there is law here, accidentally one day we do something wrong, we get caught. So according to the law, we have broken the law and we get punished. So according to the material laws, a Vaishnava can make a mistake, they get punished, you see. But that is conditional. That is conditional circumstances. That is temporary. Constitutional is that you are eternal spirit soul. For the spirit soul is never killed when the body is killed. Constitutional. So such a Jivatma, if he is performing the loving devotional service, what happens is, yes, the modes of material nature will put you into difficulty, but more importantly, the devotional service will save the devotee from more entanglement in this material world. Because of our past karma, we might suffer a little bit in this life. But because you're performing loving devotional service, your karma stopped already. You're performing akarma. Akarma means no karma. Whatever karma that you have done in the past is being burnt up. You will suffer, you will fall sick, you will this, that problem, that problem, this problem, that problem. But because you are Trina Api Sunichena, all these problems will be just like a mosquito bite for you. It will not, you'll be an inconvenience. Another Talavali is waiting only for this. When this will go? Why? Because Krishna says, Matas Partas to Kamte the appearance of happiness and distress and their disappearance are like the appearance and disappearance of winter and summer season. They arise only because of sense perception. One must learn to tolerate them without being disturbed. So this pastime actually got a lot to talk about. A lot actually. So I will end here. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Any question? Any kelvigal? Last week's class, I was talking about Jambavan. I said Jambavan was half man, half bear.
Yeah.
Actually, Shastra says he's bear. Not half man and half bear. He's bear. Fully bear. So thanks to Akinchana Prabhu from UK. He saw the class and he corrected me. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much.
Your brother.
Brother.
Oh, that's very nice. So that you. Thank you, Prabhu.
I need Tila, Prabhu.
Yeah, you need tilak.
Got